Good afternoon, CFM. This is Coach Matt with our Friday workout. We got a lot of pressing arm and shoulder work to do today. Let's begin with 3 minutes of your choice warm-up pace cardio. I want you to get a small kettlebell, and we're gonna get into our warm-up sequence. So the first exercise is just an air thruster. So this should hopefully unwind us from the heavy thrusters we did yesterday. Just move through that motion nice and light. And we're gonna do some kettlebell bottoms up, split clean, and press, okay? So there's a lot going on there, but bottoms up is the kettlebell position we'd like to have when we catch it at our shoulders. That means that the bell end of the kettlebell is pointed upward, and it should be a heavy enough kettlebell that it takes you some effort to stabilize it. There should be a little bit of wiggling going on when you catch it in that bottoms up position, okay? So split clean means I start at the hips, I'm gonna extend upward, and when I catch, my feet are in that split position, and then I'm gonna recover my feet, and you can do a dip drive if you need to, or just press strict, right? Then reset to the hips, split clean, reset the feet, and press overhead, right? When you go to the other arm, make sure you switch and have the opposite leg going forward, all right? So whichever leg is opposite the hand that's holding the kettlebell, that's the leg that should kick forward when you do the split clean and press. Next, we're gonna do 2 10-second eccentric push-ups. That's exactly what it sounds like. So just 10 seconds, really, really slow. Try to keep your velocity constant as you get to the ground. It's easy to go fast at the top and then kind of collapse at the bottom. So try to keep your speed the same. And this is a good time to just set up your push-up station for the workout as well. Next, we're gonna do Spider-Man stretch. So just reach that elbow for the ground and then push your hips back or up. Either way, stretch your hamstring out. So it's hips, elbow down to stretch out the glute, and then hips back and up to stretch out the hamstring, right? And the last one is wall angels with a pause and stretch. So we're gonna do 6 of these, but I want them to take a relatively longer time. So get into that wall angel position, rotate those wrists up, and no matter if I can touch my arms to the wall or not, I'm squeezing my shoulders back towards the wall the whole time and extending up, shrug and pause at the top, and then retract back down, okay? That is our wall angel. When you finish that, we can go into some bench press warm-up sets. And then since we're going relatively heavier at the end, I have programmed 1 extra set at the beginning that's really just like a loaded warm-up or a programmed warm-up set. But it's 3 sets of 5, 3 sets of 3 with no superset. Bench press, when you get up to that 75% mark, then you can start counting your reps, right? But do 2 or 3 warm-up sets before you get to the actual workout weights of the bench press, okay? And if you don't know what your 1 rep max is, then we will start at a moderate challenge for a set of 5 and try to add weight every set as we go through it. If you do know your 1 rep max, then the percentages are all programmed into SugarWOD. When you finish the bench press, we have 2 conditioning components. The first one is meant to be faster and more metabolically taxing. The second one is meant to be more detail and accessory, okay? So the first one is kind of a choose your own adventure, being that like whatever you feel like you need the most work on. Is it your push-up strength or strength endurance, or is it just your basic cardio for the biking, right? But we're going 3 rounds for time, 35 or 28 calories on the bike, and then 20, 16, and 12 reps of these different style of push-ups, right? When we set up the push-ups today, they should be light and fast. It's a large number of push-ups. So I want you to feel the difference of muscle demand as we switch between the different grips. So it's 20, 16, and 12. So 20 is gonna be our standard push-up grip. So wherever you would go for your normal push-up, all the way down, chest and chin touch the ground. Try to keep your knees off the ground, and then extend up until your arms are straight. And then we're gonna do 16 with a wider than normal push-up hand position, and then 12 with a narrower than normal push-up hand position, right? And that should get all the different angles at the pec, the deltoids, and the triceps as you go through those. And don't be shy about using some assistance like an adjustable pull-up bar or a band across the rig or a bench or an elevated box. Anything like that is a good way to scale that so that you can get lots and lots of reps in and do them a relatively good technique, okay? When we finish the timed conditioning, then you can go, after you've recovered a little bit, go into the untimed accessory work. So that's 3 rounds as an accessory pace. And I have 3 exercises on this one. So a dumbbell pullover, a plate twist, and then some tricep extensions. So dumbbell pullover, I got the dumbbell perpendicular to the bench. Main thing here is elbows straight, and I'm trying to use my shoulders and not my arms to pull this over my body, right? So straight arms as far as I can reach overhead without bending my elbows. If I bend my elbows, it changes the movement demand into more of a tricep extension, right? And I want to hit those shoulders when we do that. Next one also for shoulders is the plate twist. So I'm punching that plate out, my body's in the power position with my hips behind my shoulders, and I'm just rotating across and back 20 times. So it's left, right, 1, left, right, 2, etc., up to a count of 20, and then finish with 30 reps of the tricep extension with the band. So my hands loop up and through the band like this. I'm pulling my elbows in tight to my body, not letting them leave, and I'm getting my thumbs to my chin and then trying to get my hands outside my legs at the bottom, right? So I'm not just pushing straight down and stopping right here. I'm twisting my thumbs towards my pockets when I do that, okay? All right, that is it for today. Flex Friday-ish with a little bit of extra spice on it. Have a great one. See you guys on Saturday.